The first trailer for Avengers Infinity War just dropped this morning, and I'm going to break this thing down for you guys, let you know what I found, what I thought, definitely some theories in there, and there's that potential for spoilers. This is really all conjecture on my part for this movie. There are definitely spoilers for Thor Ragnarok that just came out a couple weeks ago, so if you have not had a chance to go see that movie, definitely go see it before you watch this trailer, and especially this trailer breakdown, because I'm going to be talking spoilers for Thor and potential spoilers for this movie. The trailer starts out with this red planet. I do not think it's Earth because obviously it's red. Earth is more blue and green. There's a hurricane because whenever they show a planet from outer space, I've said it before, they always show a hurricane because it's like, hey, this planet has weather and severe weather. It's a hurricane. Why not? It's definitely not Earth because there are two suns. If you look really closely, you can start to see the beginning of another sun. So it's a binary star system. I'm a nerd. So it's definitely not Earth. Something else is going on. This is probably a planet that Thanos warps everyone to fight, because there are scenes in this trailer that look like they take place with Iron Man being on this planet. So we shall see. Speaking of, here's one of those shots. Iron Man is looking very sad. I'm really hoping, this sounds bad, but there's a line coming up that makes it seem like the Avengers are going to lose, and this shot really supports that theory. I'll get to it in a minute. I gotta say, I love the fact that they take turns like saying the line that originally Samuel L. Jackson's character, director Nick Fury, said in the first Avengers. Like, there was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to fight the battles that we never could, all that stuff. There's a little bit more. I love the fact that they all take turns saying a part of that line. It's just really cool. And within that, we also get a shot of Bruce Banner. He's in like this whole... we see a further shot of it later on where it looks like he just kind of fell through, probably as the Hulk, from space, or at least from the sky, and he just falls through. He's not wearing a shirt. He falls through a ceiling and a staircase. And lo and behold, there's Doctor Strange and Wong doing something to him, or just looking at him. I don't know what Wong is doing with his magic, but he's doing something. Paul Bettany gets a turn to say some lines, which I find very interesting because he wasn't an original Avenger, so I thought that maybe the original Avengers were going to say it. Like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk. I thought they would be the ones to say it. And Black Widow and Hawkeye. Not all of them say it, half of them really. But Vision has some words. And then we see Vision. He's actually just Paul Bettany without all that makeup. He's still got the Infinity Stone, or where it used to be. This could be after it gets stolen from him, or this is part of his power to be able to project himself as being human, like put on skin or something. I do have to say, though, that Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen, she looks fake in this shot. I don't know what it is, but she just looks off. Here we get Thor, and it looks like he is on Star-Lord's ship, the Milano. I do not think this is the same ship that he ended with in Thor Ragnarok. I'm pretty sure that ship is going to be destroyed, which I will get to in a couple minutes. There is more to support that theory. Bruce Banner working on what looks like the Hulkbuster armor, probably in Wakanda. Because that building looks very similar to actually a Tatooine building from Star Wars. But Scarlett Johansson playing Black Widow is there as well. She's got a different hairstyle again, which I guess that's kind of like a staple of that character. Her hair is always changing. She's a spy. She doesn't want to have the same look for too long. But to me, it's kind of annoying. I personally don't like this choice of hairstyle. I think they just need to go back to some of the original hairstyles like Avengers 1 or Iron Man 2, something like that. Just keep it simple, quit changing her hair. I do have to say, I absolutely love the music in this trailer. It's so epic. They used the Avengers theme song throughout the trailer and just crank it up to 10 notches. My goodness, it sounds beautiful, it sounds epic, it just awesome. You know, Tony kind of just walks outside, like maybe this is the beginning of the invasion part of the movie. I have a feeling that, you know, all the characters are going to be split up to begin with, we're going to have groups and groups and groups and groups, several groups of characters, and hopefully, I'm really hoping that they all get together and team up, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen in this movie. So during this shot, we get a voiceover from Thanos that says, "In time, you will know what it is to lose." And while this is not the finale of the MCU, as far as I know, Avengers 4 is supposed to be the finale, but they're never going to stop making movies, or at least not for the foreseeable future. They're just making too much money to stop. Thanos says, "You know what it is. You'll know what it is to lose," and I think it would be awesome if the Avengers lose in this movie. Basically, what I said previously is that all the Avengers are going to be probably split up, fighting battles in different parts of either Earth or in the universe, because it looks like some Avengers are going to be at a different planet. Some of them are going to be in Wakanda fighting. I'll get to that soon. But it doesn't look like they're all going to be together, teamed up, fighting with each other. So I think it would be cool if they lose. Some of them get killed, unfortunately. Maybe Thanos is victorious for a short time and they have to regroup completely in Avengers 4 and finally defeat him. That's how I hope it goes down, because that would be awesome. What a cliffhanger to end a possibly great movie on, and just make an even better one in the next year or two. I forget when Avengers 4 is supposed to come out, but I think that would be awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Here we see Peter Parker actually getting his spider sense, which we didn't get any of in the last 2 times that we saw him. He just kind of, we got a hint at it in Captain America Civil War, but that was it. He just went, oh gosh, like moved out of the way when something was thrown at him. That was it. So it's nice to see them actually showing it, like his spider sense or spidey sense is tingling him, and that's cool to me. That's really cool to me. And when he turns around, he sees this ring-shaped ship just floating in the sky, and I don't think that's Thanos' ship. I think that's like a portal device or some type of device that's going to be basically a teleporter that some of the Avengers are gonna have to go through to fight Thanos on the other side of it, on the other planet, that red planet. And here we see somebody walking over a bunch of dead bodies, and I'm pretty sure the next shot is a continuation of this shot of Loki walking over all these dead bodies, which is probably the Asgardians on that ship, because at the end credit scene, I believe it was, of Thor Ragnarok, we see a giant ship approaching the ship that all the Asgardians are on. And I'm pretty sure that was Thanos' ship. So we also see Loki basically presenting, most likely Thanos, the Tesseract, which we know as the Space Stone. We've seen several stones. We've seen all but the Soul Stone. And I'm hoping that that makes an appearance in Black Panther. We will have to wait and see. But this is basically Loki. I don't think he really wants to give it to him, because his face, he seems kind of sad or something. I don't know, he doesn't look like he's got a servant mentality at this point. He's doing it out of fear, probably. And Thanos looks awesome. I'm a little disappointed he doesn't have the armor that we saw him in before, but that was, I think, explained by one of the Russo brothers, that basically he's now so powerful, especially with the Infinity Gauntlet, that he doesn't need his armor. He can go in his street clothes or whatever. He doesn't need armor to fight off the Avengers. And because he arrives through this portal, I'm assuming this is after Loki gives him the Tesseract, the Space Stone, because he's able to teleport. That's what the Tesseract does. That's what that Space Stone does, is it allows you to bend space to teleport. That's how they used it in several movies already. And yeah, Thanos looks incredible. He is CGI, which I have said that I don't like CGI villains, but only when they're done in a poor manner. Thanos looks photorealistic. He looks amazing. Also, we have seen him several times, so we've been led to see him as a menacing force. Like, he's just been that overarching villain that we've been waiting for. Comparing Thanos to, say, Steppenwolf from Justice League. Steppenwolf was just introduced in Justice League and taken care of super quickly, and his CGI wasn't that great, so he wasn't given any character development. He was just thrown in there and taken care of. Thanos has been introduced a couple of years ago, 5 years ago at this point, in the original Avengers movie. Once this movie comes out, it will be 6 years later. We're finally getting Thanos taking care of business. It's gonna be awesome. We've been looking forward to this since Iron Man in 2008. Oh, Spider-Man's suit looks freaking amazing. I mean, that's all I can say. Those light up eyes are awesome. I can't wait. So I don't really know what's happening here. Thor is doing something to giant switches and looks like he's in space. I'm assuming this is like him trying to save as many Asgardians as he can during the attack of Thanos' ship on their ship. So he's trying to like release some part of the ship and save the women and children or something. I honestly don't know. This could be him sacrificing himself at the end of the movie. I doubt it. I don't think they'd show that. But it's interesting to me. So I did not know who this character was originally. So I had to ask my brother-in-law who this character was. And it turns out that this is a member of Thanos' Black Order, which is, they're basically like his generals, the big bad guys that are just under Thanos. This is Proxima Midnight. I don't really know anything other than this is Proxima Midnight of the Black Order. That's all I got. Sorry. During the previous few shots, we get a voiceover from Black Panther, and he's basically saying, you know, start up all the defenses and get this man a shield. Two things I got to take from this. One, have we just been spoiled about the outcome of Black Panther? Because really the whole thing of Black Panther is him trying to be the king and fight off the Golden Jaguar and obviously Ulysses Claw. But obviously we knew that Black Panther wasn't going to die. But we also get a spoiler with Denai Guerra. She survives Black Panther, so if there's any point in the movie where you think she's gonna die, unfortunately, we've already been told she's gonna survive because you see her in a couple shots in this trailer. That is my main problem with the Marvel movies, is they plan so far ahead and they put their movies so close together that they gotta release a trailer for the next movie before the previous movie comes out. And it just kind of spoils everything, pretty much. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, Thor Ragnarok came out, and if you hadn't had a chance to see it, you're being spoiled with some elements of that movie in this trailer. It's awesome. I love it. I love the fact that we're like always getting Marvel stuff, but they're ruining the experience. But Black Panther also says, "Get this man a shield," and of course he's talking about Captain America, which he has a beard now. No explanation to that. I don't have any explanation to that other than he's just a fugitive and he just doesn't feel like shaving. I don't know. He's in Wakanda. That just makes me really hope that he is part of the movie Black Panther because he's in Wakanda. Last time we saw him at the end of Captain America Civil War, he was in Wakanda with Bucky being frozen again so that no words can make him kill people. Here we get a shot of the new Hulkbuster and it looks awesome. It looks very similar to the original, but it's slightly upgraded. It looks awesome, but this is in Wakanda. That is Wakanda in the background, or downtown Wakanda, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm just curious if Iron Man, Tony Stark, is in that suit or if it's War Machine or just someone else, because I don't know if Iron Man is actually going to be fighting here or if just his armor, the Hulkbuster armor, is going to be here, used by someone else, because there are scenes of Iron Man, Tony Stark, on that red planet later on. So from my opinion, I think those scenes are going to be happening at the same time. I don't think they're going to be taking place one part of the movie and then later on in the next part of the movie. I think those are going to be like the final battles. Black Widow stabbing someone or something. Fine, whatever, it's cool. So these giant pillars are falling to the earth. There's not just one, there's a couple, several. I'm pretty sure that these contain these alien soldiers things that Thanos is sending to Earth to kill everybody. That's how I see it. Now, I don't know what these things are called. If you guys know what they're called, other than just alien soldiers, let me know in the comments below. But of course, they have to have an army to fight, and I just hope that they don't do it Phantom Menace style or Avengers style, to when like the big mothership is destroyed and all the creatures die. I hope that they actually have to kill them all. So Spider-Man takes on Thanos, and my goodness, he just shoves him to the ground. It's an awesome scene, but I worry because they could potentially kill off Peter Parker. Because, I mean, there was scenes at the beginning with Tony Stark just seeming really sad. Maybe he gets Peter Parker killed, and that's why he's so sad, because he's supposed to keep him safe, pretty much. Like, he's his father figure at this point. And I love these lines by Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, where he says, "Fun isn't something you consider when balancing the universe, but this brings a smile to my face." Like, oh my gosh, what an incredible line for a villain to say. Like, that is what makes the Marvel villain, especially Thanos, being even a CGI character, like 10 times better, just in this trailer, than Steppenwolf from Justice League. And I know it's unfair to compare them, because we are, at this point when this movie comes out, we'll be 19 movies into the MCU, and Justice League or the DC movies are only 5 movies in. So it's kind of an unfair comparison, but still a comparison can be made. Also, this. Are we seeing the death of Vision, or at least the stripping away of his power? Because we knew it was going to have to happen somewhere along the line, because he has an Infinity Stone in his forehead. Thanos needs that to gain all of his power, and that is the Mind Stone. So obviously they're going to have to get it somewhere along the line. And this shot of Thanos just putting the blue stone, which is from the Tesseract, I believe, onto the Infinity Gauntlet, is so cool. Like, it's so tiny in his hand, and it snaps into place. It is so cool. And I gotta pause for a second to just talk about the new Iron Man suit. I think it's cool that they include a new suit every time we see Iron Man. It's partly a way to sell new toys, but it's also a way to just be like, hey, this character is evolving constantly and upgrading his tech. And I mean, it works, it's cool, but all the time, that's got to be annoying for the CG artists to constantly change the 3D model. It's only slight variations, but the shape of the arc reactor is different. The eyes are slightly smaller. The colors are slightly different than before. I don't know. Just as a CG artist, I think I'd get a little annoyed with that, but it looks awesome. Good job, guys. Now, there are 2 things to take away from this shot. One, the Infinity Gauntlet does not look as shiny, and it doesn't look the same as we saw before in Avengers Age of Ultron, and that just might be a design choice by the filmmakers. Be like, you know, it needs to look cooler, it needs to have more design to it. I don't agree with that. I think they should just stuck with the original design and just go with it. It worked. It's gonna look cool regardless. I don't think they needed to put all this flair and design into it. The other is that there are only 2 stones. The purple stone, which is the Power Stone, and the blue stone, which is the Tesseract, the Space Stone. We don't see any of the other stones, but we do know where some of them are. That purple stone was originally in Xandar, so that begs the question, did Thanos already attack Xandar and destroy it? Who knows? The Tesseract, the Space Stone, was given to him probably by Loki. That's what we can take from this trailer. The Reality Stone, which is the Ether, is being held by the Collector, but once his facility all blew up, we don't know where it went. We don't know if it's still there or if it just got blown off into space. Who knows? The Mind Stone is obviously with the Vision. The Time Stone is with Doctor Strange. We have no idea where the Soul Stone is. Again, I still think that it could show up in Black Panther, being held in Wakanda or something, because I mean, he's talking about they need to prepare all the defenses, and maybe that's why they're attacking Wakanda, because they're after the final, or at least the Soul Stone. And my goodness, that punch from Thanos to Iron Man, holy crap. That was awesome. Looks like Bucky's enjoying having 2 arms again. Can hold a gun. So we get this shot of Black Panther kind of preparing his nails for battle. But in this shot, you can see, obviously, Black Panther. You got Captain America, you got Bucky. And if you look closely in the back behind Black Panther, you can see Denai Guerrera's character. And obviously, that's kind of a spoiler that she's going to survive the events of Black Panther. So then we get Falcon flying through, just shooting alien soldiers while he flies over the battlefield. And if you look closely, you can see Hulkbuster armor fighting alongside in the battle. That's going to be a sweet battle. We've never really seen a battle like this. This is kind of like a Braveheart, Lord of the Rings type of battle where it's just hundreds or thousands of soldiers fighting against each other. And I personally am super pumped to see that because that's something new, like I said, for any comic book movie, really. My goodness, that's going to be awesome. And handled by the Russo brothers, I think we're in good hands. So for some reason, this is the shot that everyone's going crazy about. And yeah, it's a good shot, but I honestly thought that the shots of Thanos were much better. It's a great shot, don't get me wrong, because we got Captain America, Black Widow, Denai Guerrera's character, Black Widow, Bucky, Falcon, Hulk, and War Machine. And War Machine being there, this is the first time we've seen him in the trailer, that's who I think is operating the Hulkbuster armor, not Iron Man. I think it's War Machine, Don Cheadle's character, which is interesting because last time we saw him, he was paralyzed and trying to learn to walk again at the end of Captain America Civil War. He was doing okay because of that fall that he suffered from in Captain America Civil War. He basically broke his back. But this shot is still cool, and we also see that Captain America doesn't necessarily get given a shield. He's given like these things on his forearms. Not necessarily shield. I don't know what Wakandans view as shields, but it's cool, I guess. And at the end of the trailer, we get Thor sporting his eye patch because of the events of Thor Ragnarok. He is in the Milano and he says, "Who the hell are you guys?" to the Guardians of the Galaxies. First time we've seen him in this trailer, and Groot's grown up, Mantis is there, and I'm just excited to see how they fit into this movie. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a pretty big role because I mean they're bringing Thor to the party pretty much. I don't know if they're going to bring Hulk, but I'm pretty sure they're going to bring Thor because he's obviously with them in this shot. So I'm super excited to see where they take the Guardians of the Galaxy in this movie. So that is the trailer, guys. I'm so excited for this movie, and I have to say, we got to take this trailer with a huge, huge grain of salt. Because as trailers lately especially have shown us, nothing in the trailer is as it seems. Because we were tricked in Avengers Age of Ultron. There's a shot where Thor basically says, "Is that the best you can do?" And Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and Vision were removed from that shot in the trailer and put back in the final movie. Spider-Man was taken out of scenes in Captain America Civil War trailers. Even in Star Wars, we were given shots for Rogue One where scenes didn't actually happen at all. And then with Thor and even Justice League, scenes were completely cut out of movies or they didn't appear the way they were shown in the trailer. I mean, there was that scene of Thor coming down being all like covered in lightning. He's got two eyes. In the movie, he has one eye. They're showing us stuff and hiding stuff right in front of our faces in this trailer. I guarantee it. Like that shot of Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, I'm pretty sure he's got more than just those two stones. I'm pretty sure he's got at least 3 or 4 stones. But they're not going to show us that because that will ruin parts of the movie. I also guarantee that they were hiding other characters in other shots that were supposed to be in those shots. Maybe even that big battle scene, especially that shot where, Black Panther is preparing his claws for battle. There's probably other characters in that shot that they're not showing us because, again, it'll spoil the movie. In fact, there are characters that we did not see or even hear from in this trailer, like Hawkeye and Ant-Man. Where are they? Are they even going to be in this movie? Hawkeye is at least on the poster, the banner, showing Thanos and his Infinity Gauntlet with the Black Order characters beneath him and all the Avengers around him. Hawkeye was there. Ant-Man was not. Valkyrie was not. Where are they? Are they going to be in this movie? I sure hope so. Valkyrie should, because it's basically almost a complete continuation from the moment Thor Ragnarok ends. So she should be in that movie. So that is unfortunately all I have for you guys. I'm so excited for this movie. It's going to be epic. I honestly think it's easily going to be the top grossing movie of 2018. I would be even so bold as to say it could be the top grossing movie of all time. Granted, Avatar and Titanic have had more than one run at the theater, which is kind of unfair, but this movie is gonna be so big. It's gonna draw in so many people, such a huge audience. And with so many characters being in this movie, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so amazing. There are over 60 main characters in this movie. That's how big it is. And I don't think we could be in any better hands than the Russo brothers, who gave us Captain America the Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War. Two fantastic movies, arguably some of the best, if not, in my opinion, Captain America Civil War is my favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. So yeah, I'm excited for this movie. It's gonna be epic, it's gonna be huge. It's not the finale, but it's what we've been building to for 10 years when it comes out. 10 years, my goodness. So what did you guys think of this trailer? Did it excite you? Were you just meh? Me, obviously, I'm even more sold on this movie, more so than I was. I was already gonna go see it, hopefully opening night. We shall see. It comes out in May. That can't come soon enough. I'm super pumped for this movie, guys. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of when we upload new content. And be sure to check out our Patreon page where you can support us and get early access to videos and possibly be in a video with me in the future. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.